Hopefully, hopefully I'm actually live. The YouTube interface is doing weird things. Thank you, Ruth. Hello. So that was a wild ride. Advil cookies. What? Yeah. My I switched from my work laptop to my personal laptop. My personal laptop was not responding, like it was in some sort of weird coma. So yeah. Oh, Fred's back hurts. Okay. Gardening. Yeah. Gardening will do that. Yeah, no more beard, Lisa. I got my beard cut off in Kyrgyzstan, Turkestan. Or Turkestan, sorry. Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan. Turkestan, by the way, is a building and apartment developer that I guess owns properties in Kazakhstan. Okay. So I hopefully my laptop is like functioning appropriately, and I don't know. We'll find out. So hopefully we won't have too many technical difficulties. It does appear that it was an exotic place, Savan. Thanks to Google Translate for that as well. So the combination of Google Translate and a picture of what I look like right now, kind of, we were able to figure out that I could ask for a trim to 0, no guard on the trimmer, and that ultimately unlocked me getting my beard trimmed. Tajikistan was crazy hot, and so I did not want to have a beard anymore. And mainly the only reason I had a beard was because we were going to be up and down at high elevations, and we thought we would be both hot and cold. And having a beard is easier when you're traveling. You don't have to worry about shaving, which you can see I did not shave today. So, but these are all inconsequential minutia, which is my bread and butter. But welcome to More Than Maybe, where we meditate on Wednesdays. I am Andrew. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation coach. I am a software engineer by trade and training. For now, we'll see how long that lasts. And hey, Brooke. And we get together on Wednesdays to do a 25-minute sit with some amount of structure and guidance that we contrast with doing nothing. So the last 5 minutes of that 25-ish minutes is where I just encourage you, if you want, your choice, your sit, to let go of the technique and do nothing. The hockey. So good point. Tangent really quick. Ruth is right. The hockey playoffs is partly a little bit of the thing. I used to grow a playoff beard at periods of time, and then when I was doing a software release at the university at one point, we were doing a large software release, and I refused to shave until it was released, and that beard went longer than I planned. And Facebook will remind me about that from time to time. So hockey playoffs going on right now. Stanley Cup about to begin. There is the possibility. I think all of Canada is rooting for the Oilers. So, it's always fun when people like Calgary fans have to root for a team they don't necessarily want. Mike G. So I had a mullet at one point. I don't know that there's any pictures, but I was probably 17. And I think that was a time when mullets might have been like something people were doing. I would never say they were cool, but something that people were doing. So, Oh, the Stanley Cup is most definitely fun if Pittsburgh's not in it, Lisa. Stanley Cup is always fun. Regardless, it's there are some times like when the Avalanche played the Devils, I was hoping for both teams to lose. Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily happen. But yeah, so at a young age, I was business. I was business in front and party in the back. Okay, well, if mullets might be cool, I think Valtteri Bottas, who used to be a driver for Mercedes, maybe has the only cool mullet that I can think of off the top of my head. So, all right, some people love the tangents, not everybody does. So you can tell as I jump from thing to thing that the monkey mind is alive and well, even after 16 years of meditation now, somewhere in that range. I think I started in 2009. What are we going to do? I have a fancy bell with a cushion that it is on to help it be resonant. And I will invite the bell to ring with, this is a striker, but I guess I could call it an inviter. Um, and then I don't have any news or anything other than I'm plotting to try to go to Jeff's meditation retreat in November at the Art of Living, but not sure about that yet. But that's my one sort of thing. So, and then I think, I guess the one thing I said I didn't have anything to announce, but I think some folks are headed to Rhinebeck, which is up up the Hudson River from New York City, where Omega will be the scene for the Mindbot Adventure Squad. Oh yeah, Ruth, I should come to the CEC retreat. I think it's August, and I think we've already got something going on in August. Maybe next year. But yeah, so Jeff is guiding on Sunday, or at least that's the main plan A at least, and that'll be in the as that retreat is closing down. So that's that. Okay, and I guess here I got. Here, well, maybe let's do this. I made a new set of cards, but they're off of blank cards, which apparently you can buy. So let's see if we can let's see if we get C flow, since that seems to be what we normally get. So, and then you can hear that I am in fact shuffling way beyond my time mark that I wanted, but all right. And what is it? Feel rest. Perfect. Okay. So feel rest. So we can think about, we can categorize our experience in 3 categories. See, hear, feel being our categories. And feel includes emotional body sensations. And nice one, Fred. Emotional body sensations and physical body sensations. So feel rest is, I'm glad I pulled feel rest because that's a favorite. And so if you, so that will be where we head for feel rest, and then we'll have 5 minutes at the end that you'll have the opportunity, if you choose, like in your choice, to let go of the technique and do nothing. If the body doesn't feel comfortable at the moment, you can look for restful sensations around you from here if you want. So that's your choice. I will only offer that right now. In the sit, I'm going to focus on feel rest. But if you're not feeling, oh, I didn't mean to pun that, but if it's not good to focus on the body right now, totally understand. That's your option. All right. Today I am more scattered than usual. So all right, 25 minutes on the clock. At some point I should plug. They are not a sponsor, but this is the time timer. I think is what it's called. No, talk timer. I think. Um, I really like it. All right, here we go. Counter has started. All right. So if you want to think about counting all your mindful minutes, maybe some of the last 10 minutes count as mindful minutes. And if not, settling in to our posture, I'll focus on the seated posture, either in a chair, on a cushion, or on a bench. But you're more than welcome to be standing, lying down, or even walking. I'll trust that you can adapt the guidance to your walking practice. So upright without being uptight, allowing the body to feel supported without feeling rigid, and checking in to see really kind of what's already here. For me, in the last 10 minutes, I've demonstrated a lot of scatteredness and jumping around and everything else. Ultimately, nothing wrong with that, just leaning into knowing that it's there and seeing if we can adapt. So it's a way to practice accepting ourselves, really, if you think about it. Eyes open or closed, your choice. And then a few deliberate breaths, really to settle in to the posture now that it's been established. Slow and low is the tempo we're going for. Breathing in through the nose allows us to slow that breath down, get a little lower, and then as the inhale turns around and becomes the exhale, seeing if we can extend that. Sometimes when I sit, this is the first time I've felt a breath in the day. I am sad to say, but also glad to get the chance. And then letting go of manipulating the breath. I want the breath to be natural. So we're narrowing our focus for experiences that fit into feel. Again, feel in would be emotional body sensations. Feel out would be physical sensations. Maybe that's itches or back pain or things along those lines. All examples of feel out, the pressure of the body on the chair. And then perhaps there is some restful sensations that are arising. So there was a sensation, that sensation went away, and there's positive, relaxing sensation. And if you're looking for an analog to compare to, really quickly, I'll offer, if you've been carrying something heavy and then put it down, that change from muscle contraction to no longer having to support that weight, you can feel a restful sensation. And again, not forcing rest to be present, but like having a butterfly land on your hand, delighting if it is there. So I'll let you explore on your own, and I'll chime in if there's anything I think I can add that might be helpful. So one more reminder, just in case anyone's joined. Feel rest, focusing on feel and noticing if we have restful sensations in the body. So this might be coming up for you and it might not, but there's sometimes I notice a, for lack of a better label, a sort of wanting energy that I could say is an emotional body sensation. And it's like there's a wanting for the rest. And often until I acknowledge that, I'm not finding rest. So just seeing it's a bit like sometimes you notice you're leaning forward trying to like get to the next now or the next moment. Sometimes there's this like I really need that rest. And there may not be any like thoughts around it. It's just like a again an emotional body sensation in the body. And so we can notice and just label that feel in a matter of fact way, not chasing it away. Really just seeing if we can be content with just really noting and labeling feel. And if rest comes up, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. And so as we settle into these sits, sometimes you gravitate towards your own base, and again, that's totally fine. If you have, just see if you can push to the edge of your home base. So if you're feeling the breath, seeing if you can kind of explore to the edge, maybe the softer boundary edges of the breath. Or if you're sitting with just the felt sense of the body, seeing if you can detect the slight sway as you breathe. So there's a stillness and a movement, even when we're focused directly on the body. And then you're, again, always welcome to continue if you've gotten into a groove and you'd like to proceed. But this is your opportunity to put our feel rest technique on the shelf and do nothing. And in do nothing, we are letting go of any intention to control our attention. And that's it. And I'll invite the bell to signal the end of our sit. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for making time to be here today. May the fruits of our practice be for the benefit of all beings. May our actions be for the benefit of all beings. A little throwback to the dedication of merit that the Open Heart Project uses. Yeah, thank you again. You are super welcome, Mike. Plug for, again, Dan has no idea who I am, but listening to podcasts has this weird thing that makes it feel like people who are doing podcasts do. But Dan recently had on Ellen Hendrickson, and Ellen Hendrickson has recently written a book on perfectionism called How to Be Enough. And I got it through the library as an audiobook. It's pretty good. Check out that interview with Dan and Ellen. Ellen Hendrickson has been on now twice. So there's a mention of her previous book. Oh yeah, that's good. Hopefully the meditation helped the headache for you, Saban. So yeah, you're super welcome. So that's one thing. And then the other was, at some point I was going to try to share, I had an experience. I sat with a group. I think they're in Decatur, Illinois, maybe. Where's Decatur? In Decatur, there's a Zen group, and they do service and a sit on Sundays, and it was 40 minutes, and I had the experience of getting a full example of the automatic storytelling mind, and I was meaning to write something about it, just because it was so much. Okay, hopefully sorry, Thelina, hopefully it's not frozen for everybody. Okay. But yeah, the idea that I can be sitting, my mind wanders, I listen to my clock, I hear my clock, I have this thought about my mentor, whose clock is the Wasabi clock, used to be my mentor's clock in his office. And then I have a connection of that to something I watched on Netflix, and like just the storytelling, yarn spinning quality. So, weird. Okay. So is the video still frozen? We've had super fun with technology issues of late. Okay, good. Well, it's maybe not frozen. Maybe it's okay. It's not frozen for some, but maybe frozen for some. I was doing Carly has meditate your face off, and the other day, maybe that was yesterday, her video kept freezing. So there's like this, and Brooke can relate to this, where when you're on the other end of the video doing one of these things, and then you're realizing that there's all sorts of tech problems. It's like an immediate compassion moment when you're in a Zoom thing and then someone else's video is choppy and messed up and everything. So if you've had a chance to see Carly on Dan's thing or attend any of the meditations, she handles it with utter smoothness, which is a goal for me to consider. All right, well, top of the hour is rapidly approaching. Thank you for making this part of your Wednesday. I really appreciate that. I know there are other things you could be doing. So, Plan A is Jeff Jeff leading on Sunday. I think that's everything. So if it isn't, I'm sure there'll be like an email that'll arrive or something. Have a great weekend. See folks on Sunday. Thank you for being here. Bye. Donate blood if you get a chance.